Hello everyone and welcome back to Minecraft Twin Towns. I am of course William Strife and this is Minecraft Twin Towns, a Patreon supported show where I build two separate bases, one in the overworld built out of nether materials and one in the nether built predominantly out of overworld materials. And welcome to the final episode, everybody. My word, it has been a long process. As you can see, this is the gate that I built last time. I put a little bit of extra work in. Whenever I say a little bit, I mean like the barest of minimum. I just went and tilled up a little bit of the grass to make it pathing. So, there's that. I don't think that I put these trees in the last episode. I'm fairly certain that I put them in between. And I also, I got myself sheep, which I said that I would do. I haven't actually, and I've been shearing them up. I don't know that I will be making, you know, all of the, I don't know that I'll be making banners this round or not, because I've done a little bit of decorating here and there, and I've moved all of the materials out of our central house, and the towers are full, the gate's complete, everything is more or less done. Everything is more or less done. The only remaining task at hand is to move the nether portal. Move the nether portal from over here to on top of a big ol' flippin' tower that I intend on building. And I'm very hopeful that the move of the portal from there to basically the middle of the shack over here and up to the top of a tower that's gonna be like, I don't know, 20 blocks into the sky. Hopefully those will still connect. Hopefully it will like the portal will still connect to the exact same portal in the nether, and it won't do something crazy and dangerous and spawn me above a freaking lake of lava or, you know, on top of a shelf or something, because that would be really, really inconvenient. I mean, in all honesty, I probably should have made something super, super ugly where I had the portal up in the sky for a long freaking time. But we'll see if it works, right? We'll see if it works, and if it doesn't, then oh god, I don't know what on earth I'm gonna do. But first things first, guys, I have to rip down this this central shack. You know, is it really raining? Oh my god, it just started raining. Well, isn't that freaking wonderful? So here's the deal, guys. I have to rip out this shack. I have to take it out completely. And I'm gonna have to figure out how to. I'm gonna have to build a new entrance into the mines because they are like the mine entrance that I have intact right now is. It's not going to do the job anymore, so I'm just going to get to ripping out this this structure. And, well, you know what? Before I actually get down and dirty with that, let's head over to the nether, and I'll show you some of the work that I've done there. Alright, here we go. So, back in the nether. Stuck in the middle with you. And, as you can see, I've done a lot of work on the Greystone Garrison. I've put battlements and parapets on. I feel like this is parapets. I don't actually know for certain. Where, you know, you've got these little spaces up here where you can look out over the landscape. So there's defenses. There's ways to stand around. In all truth, the garrison is still kind of. It's still kind of open, and you know, as I've spent time with this, I've come to realize, you know, putting a glass ceiling on this. It would completely ruin the feeling. It would put this awkward texture on it. I mean, there is this gap space where I would be able to put glass over the top of the courtyard between the railing here and whatnot, but it probably wouldn't be for it probably wouldn't look right. That's what I'm feeling. And I've planted some trees. I've got some food going here. I know that the food can grow. It just takes a really, really long time because it's not very well lit, and it's not hydrated land because you can't hydrate it in the nether. You need farms that are like 4 or 5 times larger in the nether because of how you cannot hydrate the farmland, and it causes things to grow so slow. And I'm not entirely certain that trees will actually grow in the nether either. I've never actually tested this. I'm under the impression that these will grow eventually, but God knows how long I'll have to sit around and wait for it. I've also done a little bit of work on the front side, as you can see, to make the Greystone Garrison look better. You can see the way that those battlements look. I've put you know, crenellations and whatnot on the walls, and I've just I've made it look good. I've made it look good, and you know, I'm satisfied with the way that this place looks. I can absolutely fit more stuff into this place, but I don't know that I will, because it's not so much, you know, it's not so much a structure that's supposed to be fully functional because there's a lot of things that you can do in the Nether, but you can't really effectively do in the Nether. So what I really want this place to be more or less is just a location where it's like, yeah, there's you know, a place to smelt, there's a place to, you know, do some brewing and some crafting and whatnot. Like, this is the port in the storm, as it were, which I technically have never actually built. I've only ever built, you know, the big highway system in the Nether, you know, that moves from portal to portal, and there's never been really a port in the storm. So that's the entire intention of this place. It's here, it's an established location, and that's, like, more or less, I feel like I'm done here in the Nether. So let's head back to the overworld. Alright, so despite the downpour, which is really, really annoying, what I need to get done this round, guys, is I need to rip out this building. I need to take out the sugarcane. Actually, I'll take out all of the sugarcane right now. I need to rip out the building, take out all the sugarcane, and start building the central tower. In addition to that, this water is going to have to go, but I've got all of the materials right here. It's either in my inventory or it's in this chest. So, you know, obsidian, nether bricks, red nether bricks, stairs, lots of quartz. I've spent a lot of time over in the nether mining up lots of quartz, as you can see, pillars and whatnot, magma block, glass, etc. So I'm going to go ahead and rip this baby down, and then we're going to get started on the central elevator system that's going to be inside of this, this little that's going to be inside of the tower, because instead of building a staircase, which is what I typically do, I think that what I'm going to do this time is I'm going to take advantage of a new feature that is in Minecraft 1.13, which allows me to build water elevators, extremely efficient water elevators that were added in the aquatic update 1.13. So I'm just going to finish ripping this out, and then we'll get started on the elevator itself. Okie dokie, guys. So here's the deal. I've completely removed the shack. I've done a little bit of basic paving over. Getting down into the mines is going to be a bit of a different experience. I'll probably fill in everything that I got here with, like, the copious piles of dirt that I've managed to dig up in the process of doing terraforming elsewhere. But for now, this is the construction platform that I'm going to end up using, and I've got pretty much everything that I need. The only catch here is trying to figure out where exactly to put the, Okay, so I'm fairly certain that this is where everything needs to go. I need to, let's see, put in 2 blocks of redstone here and there, and we're going to put in a couple of doors right there and there. I just want to make them iron because it feels right. You could use wood. You don't have to do anything like that. The whole point is that the water elevators are going to be back here, and I'm going to hide them behind and the doors are going to keep the water from, like, spilling out everywhere. So you can use any door, but I prefer to use the iron door with the redstone underneath it. And in addition to that, I'm going to go ahead and break down a full block of redstone here because I want a beacon at the top of this tower, and to do that, because, as I've discussed several times in previous episodes, it's a really bad idea to, you know, use glowstone, because if you don't have silk touch, then you can have, you're at a losing ratio. That's the whole point. You're at a losing ratio, so it's important to turn all of your glowstone into lamps. And if that's not the case, I'm certain that you guys have told me already, but, you know, I record these in advance. So these are all of the lamps that I'm going to need, 2 stacks plus 6. And let's see here. So to start things off with, I'm gonna need, like, all of the quartz in my inventory, and I'm gonna need the glass, okay? So nothing, like, the rest of these materials are gonna be used to build the tower, but what I want to work on right now is just the straight up, climb to well, just the elevator. I just want to work on the elevator right now. So what I'm gonna need in addition to that, that's the chicken place. I need a bucket. I'm gonna need, well, I'm not gonna need just one bucket. I'm gonna need several buckets, because I'm gonna be going up and down this tower constantly, and working to get my hands on lots of material. Actually, now that I think about it, I got rid of my my infinite water supply accidentally here, so I'm gonna have to borrow some of the water out of the farm over here. So let's just go ahead and let's bucket up some of the water from the farm here. And that block right there. Make ourselves a new source. There we go. Go ahead and refill this over here. We want our farm fields to remain hydrated. I'm gonna have to figure out a new place for infinite water because what I initially had here is no longer bueno. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn another bunch of this into quartz, and then turn that into pillars, and then this last bunch of quartz I'm gonna. I'm not entirely certain how I want to do this, but there's a bunch of quartz. We'll take that, and I'm gonna need to craft up some slabs, as it were. Fairly certain that this is how it works, and then slabs makes you chiseled. Okay, so, alright, there we go. 21 chiseled quartz, that will do me for now, at least. I might need more. I do have additional quartz sitting around. And, the only other thing that I need, beyond that is the flat-out, you know, block of quartz, that is just good and dandy the way that it is. Oh my god, the sun sets so quickly. Let's see, what else did I need? I need I need 2 blocks of glowstone for what I need to get done here, because I want some lights above the elevators. These are blocks that are not going to get moved all that frequently, so 2 blocks of glowstone. And I'm going to take a nap, and then we'll get to building after I wake up in the morning. Alright guys, I've slept, and we're ready to start a new day. So, what we're gonna get up to here is pretty simple and straightforward. We want to build up just a basic frame around everything like this, with the single block in the middle. This is where all of the water is going to end up going. And on that note, I'm going to go ahead and take my water buckets. I got to do this as I go, because if I don't, I will this will be an enormous headache. This is the one thing that I can see an enormous problem whenever it comes to building water elevators, that aren't like, place a block at the top and then let it all trickle down. You have to have all water source blocks for this technique to work. But this is the general design that we're going to be going with here. So, I think we need 2 more levels like this. There we go. And I've also got, actually, you know what? It would probably stand to reason for me to put a ladder in back here. I'll go ahead and get my hands on some ladders. I'll get some sticks and make ladders and whatnot, but let's see. Okay. Nope, I don't want to use chiseled. I want to use a plain quartz block, put that down there, and then we want to put down the glowstone there and there. And after that, the next step is to use the chiseled quartz right above that. So we'll do a band right across the top. Okay. And put the pillars in again. And now, like, I have to go down. I absolutely have to go down because I don't want to be, like, breaking my legs going down this constantly. But, we'll hop down. I'm gonna get some ladders now, and, I'll start working the buckets. And basically, you're seeing the design here, okay? You're seeing the basic design. So now, my job is to basically replicate the design, just build up several levels high. And then, instead of it being, you know, like this, this nice fancy quartz and whatnot, this is the way that the front looks. But then, it's gonna be 4 layers of glass on the front, and then another strip of chiseled quartz, and then everything behind it is just gonna be these pillars. So, I'm just gonna build that now, so... Okay guys, so I'm all finished with building the elevator. Well, technically, nearly finished is the more correct way to put it. So here's the deal. To make this thing work, what I need to do is first remove the bottom block, and place a bit of soul sand in, and the soul sand will create a column of bubbles. I cannot drown in that column, and it should push me all the way to the top. Now the other side, the down, I mean, it's effective enough to use a, it's effective enough to just put a pool of water in so that you can drop down a 1-block shaft. But I'm going to use the proper elevator system, so if you put a magma block in, it creates a column of bubbles that pulls you down, and you don't drown inside of that. So we have the up shaft and the down shaft, so we'll go ahead and name this up, and then we'll name this other one down. There we go. So if I go ahead and just hop in here, whee! Woohoo! Hey, haha! I love that. Okay, and now I've got the final bucket of water, and I finished off the down shaft. So, woo! Oh, yowza, I did not know that it would hurt you like that. Oh, my word. Well, that's... Geez, that is awfully inconvenient. I did not know it would do that. Well, okay then. Okay then. I'll have to give some thought to how to... oh, geez, that's a danger that I was not expecting to have to deal with. I've only ever tested this in a creative world before. I've never actually used it in survival, so no wonder, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and label this as well. Up and down. So, that's it for the elevator, and the portal is supposed to go right on the back side of this top platform here, but... Alright, if I hold down shift... Yeah, if I hold down shift, then I don't get hurt. So, what I need to do now is, well, I mean, with the tower complete, there's only one thing... Well, with the elevator complete, there's only one thing left to do, and that's to build the tower around it that's gonna serve as the centerpiece, because having a big white centerpiece, you know, like, a little bit like the, what is it, Isengard? Was it the tower? No, Isengard was black, wasn't it? I'm thinking of the White Tower. I think I'm thinking of Oblivion. I'm getting those two things mixed up. Lord of the Rings and Oblivion came out in relatively close proximity to each other. Anyways, if I take a step back, like, that's a nice tower and everything, but a white centerpiece on a red on the red doesn't really work. And from the, you know, taking a big step back, this place really sticks out against the greenery and the gray because it's so bright red. So it makes sense for the central tower to also be red. So I decided to make the elevator white because you can still see white as you're going through it, but what I'm gonna end up doing is turning around and building the shell around it out of the nether materials, and God willing, I have actually counted this correctly. So, I'm gonna get started on that now. It's just a matter of looking at my notes here, because you try to build one of these towers without a proper set of notes. Okay, so, I'm gonna stash all of the quartz. I'll come back and need to use the quartz soon enough, but for now, I'm gonna take up a whole bunch of the other bits and pieces that I need. So, red nether brick, magma brick, stairs, and obsidian. So, first thing is first, the edges of this platform, it's going to be obsidian as the primary columns. Now, I wanted to use blocks of coal, but blocks of coal, I have since found out, you know, since I initially looked at them and I was like, oh, that's really cool, I want to use that, you know, as a building material. I found out, oh, that doesn't really work out so well, because, blocks of coal can be consumed, you know? Like, blocks of coal can outright be consumed by, fire and whatnot, so I don't want to do that. That and the fact that blocks of coal, that's a really, really expensive building material. Like, it is a unnecessarily expensive building material. So, I'm just setting up the pattern on the bottom side here. So, like with the towers, I want the walls to alternate back and forth between, you know, dark and bright red stripes. So there we go. That's what I'm looking for. And I'm gonna build these towers up, and it's gonna taper in and everything. You guys will see what I'm talking about whenever I'm actually finished. But for now, I'm done talking. Let's get to work. Let's get to work. Hooey. Alright guys, so it would appear that I'm pretty much done with the tower, but the crowning jewel on top of it, the beacon, is yet to be done. But I mean, look at this. It's not looking half bad. I mean, admittedly, the obsidian on the sides, it's not the texture that I wanted. Like, purple is great and everything, but it's a little bit too red, and there's a lot of red in this tower. But unfortunately, there's no black stone in Minecraft. Like, the closest you can really get is blocks of coal because it's got a texture. I could do cement, but cement doesn't really have any texture. It's pretty flat in its color. It's basically just a flat black, and wool isn't a real building material. It doesn't have any blast resistance. So that's unfortunate. But the main crowning, like the main tower, is pretty much done. All I gotta do is go upstairs and actually finish putting on the topper on this thing. Woo, oh my word. I love the way that thing shoots me out. Okay, so I've got a couple of bars here, iron bars. I'm gonna go ahead and fill these little window holes in with iron bars. And I've also got some more glowstone here. These are the only places in the build where I want glowstone to be a part of the construction. Right here in these corners. Alright, there we go. Now, the only other thing that I really need to be focused on is the fact that I need to put the nether portal in right here. So, there we go. Oh, I don't need to put that border in right there. Okay, that works. Well, that's fine. Oh, did I lose the stair? I don't know. Alright, there we go. So, that's done. We'll go ahead and put the rest of the portal in like so. And I am going to fill in around it using some additional red brick, and we'll take out these torches because we no longer need the torches in here since it's well lit by this wonderful, wonderful, geez, you know, now that I look at it, I don't think that I need these stairs right here. I don't think I need these stairs at all. I think it works just fine the way that it is right here. I think it works just fine this way. We'll take out these stairs. And now the next step is, oh crap, actually I need to go back down and grab myself some quartz. Alright, quartz get. I'm ready to go now. So just for the intents and purposes of this, I'm gonna build myself a bit of a nerd pole. This is gonna come right back out because I don't actually need this long term. I just need an access ladder to actually get to building this. So, we'll go ahead and put this ladder in, like so. There we go. Now, the first step to doing this is building up the platform, which I think I wanna do this as a 3-block, just basically a 3-block neck, you know? So 2 right around. And the intention here that I've got going is that I want this large, shining beacon for everyone to see. Like, if you walk away from this facility, if you walk away from the Red Rock Redoubt, man, this place is looking fancy pants from the top. I'm really happy with the way that this place turned out. Wow. Sophisticato. Anyway, like I was saying, the intention is that you're going to be able to see this beacon from just about anywhere in the surrounding area, at least insofar as like the draw distance functions. There are mountains in the way in some areas of the map, but you know, that's just part and parcel for the game that we're playing here. So, let's go ahead, and the job that I'm, you know, getting onto right here is just I have to lay an enormous number of lamps. Literally 2 stacks and an extra 6 is what I'm laying. So I've got some netherrack here. We're going to use that as a building aid. And the idea is that you have a platform of 3, and then you surround that with a bunch of lamps just on the edges, you know, tapered edges, as it were, and you continue to do that all the way around. And the idea is that you have a 3-block thing here, and you have a 3-block side there. So every single side has this, you know, 3x3 9 lamp block side as well. I hope that I'm conveying the concept of what I have going correctly. I don't actually know if I am, but we'll see. You'll see in a minute what I mean. So, all right, I'm gonna continue working on this, and you'll see what I mean whenever I'm done. Oh God, oh that's scary. Okay, so I'm done. I've built the full beacon, guys. You can kind of get an idea for. Oh my word, is it ever freaking dark in here? Okay, let's see. How do I go about lighting this thing up? Jeez, I probably should have thought about... Okay, you know what? I've got a little bit of redstone here. And I've got a vague idea of how I'm going to do this. There. Okay, that lights up a fair amount of... Okay, so step one is I'm going to remove all of this this nether quartz that I've been using more or less as scaffolding here. So all of this comes out. We're going to clear this entire thing, empty it 100%, and the nether quartz will the nether rack will actually come in handy again as I continue to light this place up. So first things first, I need to light up the bottom level. So we'll use blocks of redstone, and hopefully I've got enough blocks of redstone here. I don't know if I do. I might have to go back down to further light this place up. But the general idea of what we're doing here, guys, is I mean, it's a combination of... The way that I'm going to light this more or less boils down to how many freaking redstone torches versus redstone blocks do I want to use, right? So, obviously, I don't want to, like, use more redstone torches than I have to. So, there we go. Oh my word. Huh. Okay, well, yeah, there we go. So, there we go. We got all these redstone torches in. This should have lit up everything up to that stripe there where the nether quartz is in places, right? Or not the nether quartz, the nether rack. I have my mind on quartz these days, so. Okay, yeah, that still lights up. That still lights up, so that's good. I'm gonna go ahead and, much to my surprise, no, that doesn't light up. No, that doesn't light up. Oh, that's my mistake. Crud. Okay, well, how did I go about doing this? That lights that up, but it doesn't light up. Okay, wait. I think I know. Okay, I think I know how I can get this done. So, I'm gonna take some extra blocks. Do that. Okay, that lights everything up. That's what I'm after. And then, if I'm lucky, I might not be lucky, I mean, that doesn't make any sense to me, the fact that these redstone blocks won't shut off. Like, if I put it on the redstone block, then it shuts off. But if I put it above the redstone block, it doesn't shut off. That doesn't make any sense to me. Doesn't make any sense at all. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and do this pattern right there, like that. Okay. And... wait, that turned on? How on earth did that turn on the... Why does that... Oh my god. So, like... I do not claim to be an expert with redstone here, but this is making so little sense to me. But I think that this will work. I think that this will work. The truth is that I had to prototype this previously, and I'm going off of a very vague memory here, but it looks to me like the inside of this sphere is completely lit up now. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna, you know what I'm gonna do, just for posterity here. I'm gonna go ahead and come up, and I'm just gonna put in the last of it all, and I'm gonna leave all of the. I don't have my axe with me. I am going to leave all of these. Damn it! Come on. Remove that. There we go. I am going to leave the ladders up inside there, and we're gonna go ahead and cover that up, and mine this out right here. Is it night? Oh my god, it's managed to be night while I was working on this. Oh boy. Okay, so, there's one thing left to do, guys, and it's light the nether portal, but before we do that, what I find to be really important here is, removing the old portal. Ow. Jeez, oh, I need to be careful about that. Okay, so I've got my efficiency pickaxe here. We are going to we're not going to fully remove this portal yet. We're going to deactivate it, okay? So, let's rip this out. There we go. So, our old nether portal has been removed and deactivated. Now, oh, hey, I can actually take a step back. Look at that. That is one fancy beacon sitting out in the sky there. This is... Well, this is the wrong hut. This is where the nether materials are. I don't know to be here. But I might as well dump some of the materials I have since I'm here. And we will hop off over here. And we'll grab the flint and steel, which I think I have a flint and steel over here. If I don't, then I'm going to have to... My word, I don't. I don't have flint and steel, so I'm going to have to make a new set. Grab some flint. Here's some zombies hanging around outside, trying to ruin my day. And, ooh. Well, I'll keep that pickaxe on me. Let's just go up to the top of this tower here and see how it works, guys, because this is supposed to be the end. This is supposed to be the crowning jewel and the achievement. And assuming that it all worked out, because I have not tested this, you know. Like, certain amounts of stuff that I've done here, I've, like, checked it and double-checked it in, like, in one way or another. I have not tested this to find out if this will connect to the portal in Red Rock Redoubt. Oh, boy, please tell me that I didn't screw up seriously with this. Where is it gonna take me? Oh, thank God. Oh, thank the Maker. Oh, yes. Yes, it all connects up, guys. It all perfectly connects up. Red Rock Redoubt and Greystone Garrison are fully connected now. One portal to the other, 3 blocks by 3 blocks, and oh my God, and the portal movement from inside of the field to the tower, it worked. It worked. Oh my God, I'm so happy. Oh my word. Yes, 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 yes. Guys, oh my God, I gotta go back through this portal. I don't want to be in the nether. Wah! Huzzah! Huzzah! All I gotta do is plant up the rest of the nether wart, and guys, we're done. We are so done. Oh my word, Red Rock Redoubt is complete. Aside of, you know, maybe 1 or 2 extra things that I could add in the after point of it all. But guys, oh my God, guys, it's all done. Oh, and I also, you know, fixed my access to the mines. My word! My word! Look at this place! It's amazing! It's incredible! Oh my God. Okay, you know what? You know what? I know that I already did this. I know I literally just did this. Admittedly, it was dark out whenever I did it, but I just recently did it, but I gotta do it again. And look at this place from afar. Just take a look at what I've managed to build, because this... Guys, I've wanted to do a project like this for so long, where it was like, yeah, it's a place in the overworld built completely out of nether materials, like 95%, where, you know, it's like, there's a little bit of cobblestone hanging around and whatnot, but look at this. Oh my God, I am so freaking happy. I am so flippin' happy. This is great. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, and Greystone Garrison... looking as good as it does. Oh my God, guys, Twin Towns is complete. I hope that all of you enjoyed watching me go through the start to finish process. Sorry for the delay that happened, you know, like 3/4 of the way through the series, because I ended up falling ill. It wasn't exactly in my game plan to end up sick like I did, and you can kind of tell that I still have a little bit of my voice missing right now. But guys, thank you so much for watching Twin Towns. This has been a wonderful ride. This has been a wonderful short and sweet romp. I didn't want to stretch this series out. I didn't want it to be something big and impressive or, you know, unnecessarily long. And I'd say that it's been just that, short and sweet and to the point. And while there are a couple more things that I could do to flesh this place out, I mean, I've got an entire field sitting empty right over there behind me on the far end. I think overall, like, the big heavy lifting has been done, and while some of the you know, the nice shining buffing is could be done, I feel like this is the right place to end. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Twin Towns, a Patreon supported show, by me, William Strife, where I build 2 towns, one in the Nether, built out of overworld materials, and one in the overworld, built out of Nether materials. Every last bit that you guys contribute to me helps me to create more useful and interesting content that, you know, entertains all of you. And thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for coming along for the ride. I hope to see all of you in another video series another time. And hopefully we won't be, you know, gone from Minecraft too much these days. I'd like to do more of this stuff. But in any case, thanks so much for watching. You've been a fabulous audience. Stay happy, stay healthy, and I hope that you're having a good new year. Until I see you next time, I'm William Strife. This has been Twin Towns. I'm out. Bye.